Hey guys, I'm back with another video. I'm here to talk about Death Row's greatest hits right here, being released of November 26, 1996. Happy 29 years to this album, and it's definitely got very incredible hits on here, I gotta tell y'all. And yes, it was released through Death Row and Interscope Records, distributed by Priority, and issued on, I already mentioned, the 26th of November of today, and from 29 years ago of 1996. The 33-track compilation features a mix of hits, previously unreleased tracks too, and remixes by both former and then current Death Row artists. And the album peaked at number 35 on the Billboard 200 chart and was certified platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America of August 12, 1999. And he also got hits like Who Been There, Who Done That. Man, there's a lot of hits on here. And you definitely got Nothing But a G Thing. That's by Dr. Dre and Snoop. And then you also got Keep Their Heads Ringing, No Vaseline. That's Ice Cube. It's crazy. I don't know why they put that Ice Cube song on here. It's so insanity. Like, Ice Cube wasn't even on Death Row. I mean, only he was featured on Murder. I mean, not Murder with Case. I mean, yeah, it was part of the soundtrack, but he was featured on the song Natural Born Killers with Dr. Dre. But technically, Ice Cube was just doing more of his own thing, actually. He wasn't really like Death Row. But anyways, you got Gin and Juice. That's with Snoop. And Afro Puffs. That's by Lady of Rage. And I already mentioned Natural Born Killers is on here. Let Me Ride. You got the remix. Gin and Juice remix. You also got the Murder Was the Case. SDTK. And Stranded on Death Row, The Shiznit, Dear Mama. It's a different version, though. It's a different version. Not the Me Against the World version. But you also got the song Me Against the World by Tupac. Classic Tupac hits, including Smile For Me Now. It has a different beat. And you also got Who Am I, What's My Name with Snoop. You also got the remix on here. Daydreamin', Dre Day. It's got the remix. You got Jewell singing it. And Pour Out a Little Liquor, that's Tupac with Thug Life. And What Would You Do, that's the Dogg Pound. Hit 'Em Up by Tupac. Little Ghetto Boy remix. And I Get Around remix with Tupac and Digital Underground. Nothing But a G Thang remix. Man, there's a lot of incredible, and I mean incredible hits on here. So the Tupac inclusion here, to avoid cannibalizing sales of other major 1996 Death Row releases, no songs from Tupac's All Eyez on Me, including the Don Killuminati, The 7 Day Theory, or Snoop's The Doggfather, were included on the compilation. But of the 7 tracks on the album featured Tupac's only 2, Hit 'Em Up and Smile For Me Now, and was recorded during his tenure with Death Row, and neither appeared on his studio albums. And 4 of the remaining 5 tracks were previously released under Interscope Records before Tupac joined Death Row. And the final track, Pour Out a Little Liquor, we already obviously know that's from the Above the Rim soundtrack and his Thug Life album. And these non-Death Row tracks were able to be included because Interscope was the parent company and distributor of Death Row at the time. In 2003, the tracks from the previous omitted 1996 albums were included on the follow-up compilation Death Row Greatest Hits Volume 2. So rare and exclusive music, I already mentioned. The Dear Mama it definitely included on the compilation. It's entirely different. It's an entirely different mix from the version of the Me Against the World. So not being listed as a remix. Yeah, it's crazy it's not listed as that. Let Me Ride remix, which is a remix produced by Daz Dillinger. Daz Dillinger produced the remix of Let Me Ride, and it features a verse from him, and it's absent from the original version. Daydreaming, it's a song by Michel'le, which is covering Aretha Franklin original Daydreaming of 1972. I Get Around remix, which is like a laid back jazz instrumental, an additional verse from Tupac, and Hit 'Em Up, obviously Tupac's diss track towards, the whole East Coast at the time. Who Been There, Who Done That, that's a new parody track by J-Flexx, satirizing Dr. Dre's Been There, Done That. And Me and Your World, that's a new track by the Dogg Pound. It's a live version was later released. Well, a live version of that was released later on the live album of Tupac, Live at the House of Blues. And Smile for Me Now is a collaboration between Pac and Scarface, later remixed and re-released as the single Smile. And yes, there was diss tracks aimed at Dr. Dre. That was from Tupac's Machiavelli. And the Death Row's Greatest Hits features a diss track aimed at the former label, co-producer of Dr. Dre, on each disc. And obviously, No Vaseline of Ice Cube, which is obviously targeting at Dr. Dre and all the other NWA members. While the song had no direct connection to Death Row, I already mentioned, and its inclusion was made possible through the distribution ties, Priority Records, the song's original distributor, and Interscope Records, compilation distributor were both under the Universal Music Group umbrella. So, more to it, the art cover, the album's, So it has been widely speculated that Suge Knight, Death Row Records CEO and executive producer of the album, was responsible for fueling the dissension toward Dr. Dre featured throughout the whole compilation. And who been there, who done that? We already know it's a diss parody of Dre's post Death Row single, Been There, Done That, which J-Flexx also ghost wrote and production credits while taking all the royalties, and it was released as a single with the accompanying music video. So the artwork of this, the album's cover and disc tray artwork were created by California-based artist Ronald Risky Brent, a frequent Death Row collaborator. Mr. Brent also designed the cover and inserts for several key Death Row releases, includes, Pac's All Eyez on Me, the Don Killuminati, and including the Doggfather by Snoop, and Christmas on Death Row, and the Retaliation, Revenge, and Get Back by Daz Dillinger. Here, I'll show y'all all the covers right here. Look at this. The whole entire album. Super incredible, man. Death Row just had hits. And I mean hits. Hits. Like, incredible gems. Just, I mean it, man. Like, dead serious, incredible gems. Here, and I'll show y'all something else, too. Beef this. Look at the vinyl. See clear. Super dope. Super catchy. Okay. Now let's move on. What's your favorite song off the compilation album? Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and comment. Follow your boy, and I will be glad to return. God bless. Stay safe. If you don't have this, go search for it and bump it on your turntables. And I'm going to wish y'all a happy Thanksgiving. Peace, y'all.